Alright, boys, so today we're going to be discussing which is the worst matchup for all the current UFC champions, starting from flyweight all the way up to heavyweight. We're going to skip the WMMA divisions. I'm going to make a separate video on them because I think they should be disregarded for now. But hey, make sure you hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit the bell, hit a comment, and yeah, let's do it. But first, we got the flyweight UFC champion, Alexander Pantoja. You already know. But this guy, right? This guy's really good in his division. He's basically cleared it out. He's beat one. He's beat two. He hasn't beat three, four, five yet. But yeah, all the top guys that could have beat him has already lost to him basically. But we got Brandon Royval already lost to him. Moreno already lost to him. Amir Albizi has zero chance against him. So let's just rule him out. Kai Kara France is a guy who I see as Pantoja's worst matchup because he showed versus Askarov he has really good takedown defense. He has a lot of power. He trains at a good team, so he's who I think is Alexander Pantoja's nightmare matchup. I guess you could say Makayev is up there as well, but he's unproven. He looked shit his last fight against Perez. I think he doesn't even deserve a title shot. I'm glad they gave that Aussie guy the title shot because this guy. No, let's give Makayev Kai Kara France because I personally think Kai Kara France beats Makayev with ease. But yeah, that's who Alexander Pantoja's worst matchup is. Kai Kara France. I think I actually would favor Kai Kara France in that matchup because Pantoja all Pantoja has for him is the grappling, but I don't even think he can take Kai Kara France down. So, yeah, Kai Kara France is Alexander Pantoja's worst matchup. And next up, we got bantamweight, Sean O'Malley. Now, you're probably thinking I'm going to say Marab Umar Nurmagomedov, but there's one guy you haven't heard Sean O'Malley call out a single time, and he's like the dark horse of the division. It's Corey Sandhagen. Why hasn't Sean O'Malley called him out at all? He's on a good run right now. I'll tell you why. He has everything. He's longer than Sean O'Malley. He has the striking. He has the grappling. He would, I think, out of everyone at bantamweight, because Marab is a one-trick pony. He can beat Sean O'Malley, but I actually favor Sean O'Malley to snipe him before he gets on the inside to get the takedown. But I think Corey Sandhagen proposes a lot more different and harder problems for Sean O'Malley to deal with. Like, his fucking knees are fucking killer. He's a long-rangey fighter, and I don't think Sean O'Malley has fought someone in the UFC yet with a longer reach than him. Like, so yeah, I think that would just cause a different type of problem for Sean O'Malley, and I've noticed Sean O'Malley avoiding it quite a bit. So that's who Sean O'Malley's hardest fight is, Corey Sandhagen for sure. Next up, we got the featherweight champion, Ilya Tapora. Now, no, it's not Alexander Volkanovski. No, it's not Max Holloway. No, it's not Brian Ortega. No, it's not Yair Rodriguez. I'll tell you who the fuck it is. It's not even Evloev, the Russian guy. Hell no. It's Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar has the best boxing in UFC. Other than Max Holloway, but Max Holloway is a different type of fight. But Calvin Kattar's boxing is like power based, precision, and he doesn't get hit a lot other than the Max Holloway fight. But Max Holloway has like a big reach and shit. But Ilya Taporia, like I feel like Ilya Taporia versus Calvin Kattar would play out how Calvin Kattar versus Dan Ige did. If you, I know it sounds like bait, okay, but it's not. I'm being legit right now. Calvin Kattar is Ilya Taporia's worst nightmare matchup, unless Topuria takes him down. But Calvin Kattar showed pretty good grappling in the past against people like Zabit, and nearly beat Zabit actually. But Calvin Kattar does really good versus like shorter boxers like Ilya Topuria. So I think he'll fraud check Topuria. He'll give him a Georgian beating like he did the other Georgian Giga Chidkazi, and yeah, he's gonna absolutely mess Topuria up. So Calvin Kattar, if they ever match up, just know Ilya Topuria stands no chance against him. But up next, we got the lightweight division, the champion Islam Makhachev, and no surprise here, Islam Makhachev's worst nightmare matchup is Michael Chandler. I'll tell you why. Michael Chandler stops all his takedown with ease. He's a shorter guy. He can sprawl. And man, like you've seen Islam get knocked out cold in the past from left hooks. But Michael Chandler's overhand, if that lands on him, and Islam Makhachev won't take him down. I guarantee you that because of Michael Chandler's heavy sprawl that he has. Like no chance Islam takes him down. And Michael Chandler is also a pressure fighter. He doesn't ever go backwards. So he's gonna be forcing shots out of Islam in the center where he's just gonna sprawl on all of them, and yeah, he's gonna tire Islam out a bit with his heavy sprawls and smash him with overhands because he has one of the deadliest overhands in MMA history. He has the scariest build in MMA history. He's like short but like really muscly. I don't know if he's on them roids or anything, but I ain't gonna accuse anyone because this guy is rock solid. He's like fucking Josh Emmett 2.0, but even better. But yeah, Michael Chandler. I would favor Michael Chandler to beat Islam Makhachev because of how they match up. Some styles make fights. Islam Makhachev is gonna have a hard time ducking under, taking it down. NCAA champion like Michael Chandler, who has a really good sprawl, really good wrestling as well. You might see Michael Chandler take him down and then fucking bang overhand when he gets up. You already know he's gonna body shot overhand. He's gonna do Islam Makhachev how he did Dan Hooker sort of. That's how I see. So yeah, I think if Michael Chandler ever got the title shot, which I think he's too far out now to ever get one, and he might be a bit too old now. I don't know how he'll look in his next fight, but if we're talking prime Michael Chandler, the guy who fought Dan Hooker, he 100% beats Islam Makhachev. I hope that guy's still there, but I'm not confident. But yeah, Michael Chandler's Islam's Makhachev's worst nightmare matchup. And up next, we got Leon Edwards. So in this stacked welterweight division, who is his nightmare matchup? So honestly, I don't actually think any of these guys on the rankings beats Leon Edwards, but I think the guy with the best chance is Shavkat Rakhmonov because he has overrated wrestling. He doesn't have good takedowns, but he has good judo throws, which is how he's taken people down in all his other fights. If you actually analyze it, he's not going for double legs, single legs. He's just going for judo throws every time, and that's going to be hard to pull off on someone like Leon Edwards. But yeah, so it's most likely going to be a striking match, and Shavkat Rakhmonov does have a really good striking, but I still think Leon Edwards takes it because his striking is a lot more sharper in my opinion. But it'll be a good fight. I think whoever wins, it will be like a 48-47 decision type fight. But yeah, it will be a good fight. I'm excited for that one. But that's Leon Edwards' worst matchup. If he beats him, I think he'll go on to have a long reign as a UFC champion. So yeah, Leon Edwards. And at middleweight, we got Dricus du Plessis. His nightmare matchup is straight up Israel Adesanya. Um, a guy like Dricus is like Derek Bronson type fighter. That's how Dricus fights a bit. And we've seen Israel Adesanya in the past do good against like these big roided up. I'm not saying Dricus is on the roids, but he sure looks like it. But these big guys who with a lot of power, Israel does really good against them like Paulo Costa, Derek Bronson. The grappling won't be a factor at all because yeah, Dricus doesn't shoot a lot of takedowns. He'll chuck one in every now and then, which I think Israel Adesanya will just defend with ease. Um, he made John Blakovic have a hard time shooting takedowns on him, and he weighed like 196 in that fight. So I think at 185 he'll stop all of Dricus's takedowns with ease. Dricus striking with Israel, that's gonna look so funny because Dricus. Listen, Sean Strickland has the perfect striking style to beat Israel Adesanya. He's super defensive with a tight guard, really good at checking kicks. Like that's Israel's nightmare matchup. But And Dricus is a bad matchup for Sean Strickland, and Israel Adesanya is a bad matchup for Dricus. So we got sort of a triangle going on there, like Ronda, Tate, and then Holly Holm. So yeah, that's what I think. Israel Adesanya, Cook Dricus if they ever fight. But up next we got light heavyweight Alex Pereira. So I was actually talking with my friend the other day, and I said this guy would beat Alex Pereira if he went down to the weight class he should be at. Jailton Almeida, he would kill everyone at light heavyweight. I mean, you saw what he was doing to Curtis Blades. Like, that guy's a problem, but he's not at light heavyweight, so I'm not gonna say Jailton Almeida. Instead, I'm gonna say Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill is actually Pereira's worst matchup because he has a lot of power. He throws a lot of straight punches, which Alex will usually beat looping punches like hooks, overhand stuff like that, which Alex throws a lot. And Alex doesn't have the best chin, to be fair. We've seen him get rocked in the past. We've seen him get knocked unconscious by Israel Adesanya, twiggy stick. So if he can knock him out, I'm telling you right now, Jamal Hill can knock him out if he lands. I do think Jamal Hill does beat Pereira, but it will be a really good fight. For the 2 rounds it goes for, but they're both like power punches, so someone's gonna get knocked out. Pereira also isn't the best defensively. That's no secret. He doesn't have the best defense, but he has a really strong left hook, which could catch Jamal by surprise. But Jamal usually does have a really good guard. So if I heard that Jamal Hill's the underdog, I'm gonna chuck 1,000 on him, 100%, because I guarantee you Jamal Hill beats Pereira. I don't want to hear nobody saying Magomed Ankalaev. I think he's such an idiot. He's gonna end up striking with Pereira and get knocked out. So yeah, Magomed, nah. But yeah, Jamal's his worst matchup. And finally, at heavyweight, we got John Jones, and his nightmare matchup is indeed Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades would take down John Jones. He would stuff all his takedowns. He's a big guy, eye to eye with John Jones. He's powerful. Like, there's nothing John Jones can do to him because he's not a. John Jones isn't a strong puncher. Daniel Cormier said that himself. Um, Although we did see Curtis Blades struggle with the takedown defense against Almeida, um, I think this will end up being a bit more of a striking match between these two because John Jones is a smarter fighter. He's gonna like try picking Curtis apart from the outside and stuff like that. But Curtis Blades is gonna shoot on him, I do believe, and get the takedowns when he does because of how big he is. Off size alone. I know you're saying like, oh, if DC couldn't take him down, how could Curtis Blades take him down? John Jones never fought DC at heavyweight. He said he doesn't want to fight DC at heavyweight because he'll be at a disadvantage. So straight up, he knows the wrestlers at heavyweight are bad for him because of their power and their strength. So he's gonna try fighting as many strikers as possible. And it's smaller guys like Stipe Miocic. He's not a big heavyweight like Curtis Blades is. But yeah, that's John Jones's nightmare matchup. Um, Curtis Blades. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If I want you to write below who you think every champion's nightmare matchup is, and I'll respond to some of you. I'll see what you say, and if you disagree with me with any of them, then let me know. But yeah, see you at the top.